Another service that's within the M365 Compliance Center, there's a lot of them in there, is communication compliance. And that helps minimize communication risks by helping you detect, capture, and act on inappropriate messages in your organization. So you have predefined and custom policies that allow you to scan internal and external communications for policy matches so they can be examined by designated reviewers. Reviewers can investigate scanned email, Microsoft Teams, Yammer, or third-party communications in your organization and take appropriate action to make sure they're compliant with your organization's message standards. So communication compliance can scan increasing types of communication channels, increasing the volume of message data, regulatory enforcement of the risk of fines. Scenarios of communication compliance could be corporate policies, so like acceptable use and ethical standards, avoiding harassment or use of inappropriate offensive language. Then there's risk management, so manage potential legal exposure and risk, unauthorized communications and conflicts of interest about confidential projects such as upcoming acquisitions, mergers, earnings, disclosures, reorganizations, leadership team changes, regulatory compliance, so supervisory or oversight process of messaging that's inappropriate for the industry, regulatory authority. This one, again, it's hard to get screenshots of these services because they all require you to have trial and full information. And Microsoft was pretty sparse on this, but this service does a lot. But when you look at it, it doesn't seem like it does. Okay, so it has this little workflow here where we have configure, investigate, and then there's the continuous monitoring. So we'll quickly go through here. So configure is identify your compliance requirements and configure application or applicable communication compliance policies. So offensive or threatening language, sensitive information, regulatory compliance, conflict of interest, custom policy. For investigate, issues detected as matching your communication compliance policies, alerts, issue management, document review, reviewing user activity history, filters. So for remediate, you have remediate communication compliance issues you've investigated. So resolve, tag a message, notify the user, escalate to another reviewer, mark as a false positive, remove messages in team, and escalate for investigation. Then you have monitor and report, so communication compliance dashboard, widgets, export logs, and events record in the unified audit logs, continually evaluate and improve your compliance posture. So there you go. That's communication compliance.